Simtainment.
What's up, y'all? What's up? It's your girl, Little Jen Red, bringing it back from the 99 and the 2000. Even though it's not 2000, is it? Or 2019? Yeah. Anywho, so we back with episode 10, y'all. What's up? With the real voices of Simtainment. So we got Alex, also known as correct me if I'm wrong, the Flowerssimfactory or something. He's an animator on. He animates for Sims 4. He does animations and everything, and his animations are really, really good. He was actually the first one that caught my attention when I was surfing for animation. And I started downloading his stuff, and I was even a patron of his, and I even offered him the biggest amount. That's me. That's who you're talking to. So yeah, I'm the person who offered you the biggest amount because I thought you deserve it because your stuff was really, really good, and it was so awesome. So, thank you for being on our show, Alec.
Yay, Alec! Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Pretty sure I paid him the most
I'm
money.
happy to be here.
Lou. The
Let's
most
be
money,
honest.
the highest money was like $10, I think.
Oh yeah, I'm way up.
Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was. I think so. So, Alec, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Just very tired.
Nervous?
No, tired.
Tired. Oh, had a long day.
Because so tell me something. Like your animation and everything. Like how long does it take you to do an animation?
Normally, it takes about 2 hours for one animation for one sim. Sometimes it can take more, and sometimes it can take less.
And you would call yourself an expert at this?
No.
No? So what will you rank yourself as?
A hobbyist, probably as someone who's learning it.
Really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't even take me for just somebody who's just learning it, considering that I seen your animations and they're pretty up there to me. I guess that's just come from somebody who never animated before, so.
Well, thank you very much for the compliment. I worked very hard to get to where I am.
So how old were you when you started it, if you don't mind me asking?
I was 13 years old.
What? Wait, 13, you was like in 6th grade?
I don't remember. Something like that.
Yeah, man, hey, you're a smart kid who learns how to animate at the age of 13. Kudos to you, dude, because I ain't got the patience, but yeah, kudos to you. So, well, that's all the questions I have, and I'm sorry for anybody that if I took y'all questions or whatever, because I really was trying to find mine, but...
And before we move on to the questions, actually, Alec, I know you have a series coming out. Can you give us a little bit of insight what that's going to be about?
Well, it's a series about a main character who was born human, but also later on he has an awakening of his powers where he's able to use both demon and angel powers. And essentially it tells his struggles through life as he deals with love, evil, and just struggle in general.
Kind of sound like that kid on Hero Academic. The guy, I forgot his name. He has one side is red, one side is white. Lou, you know who I'm talking about.
I forget everybody's names on that show, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's like fire and ice.
Fire.
Yeah.
Tomodachi?
Yeah,
I think that's his name.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it kind of sounds like him, because he deals with a struggle with, he don't want to use his fire side because that's reminds him of his dad, So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It sounds pretty interesting. It sounds different too.
Well, it's more about he has to make a sacrifice because he uses his powers because he loves someone and he wants to protect them. Mm-hmm. But by the same token, doing so, he's doing more harm to himself.
by using his powers.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
That sounds
I hope you keep
interesting.
this going. I hope you keep this going because I'm already sold.
Well, I'm just worried about getting voice actors for it because there are a lot of roles. So that's a concern.
Well, you have
Just ask me.
There's a lot of us here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Everybody in this
Yeah,
podcast.
Especially the Discords. I know if you go to the Discords, you'll find a lot of people who are voice actors and actresses, and I know they're always looking for.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll also be making custom animations for the machinima, so it'll have brand new stuff.
Oh, that's
Oh
awesome.
wow.
And for those animations,
awesome.
are they exclusively for your machinima, or is it public, or how are you gonna go about that?
Currently, I do a tier on Patreon where it's $5. If you donate to that and continue to support me in that way, you will get access to all the animations that I do for my machinima only. And you also get to request animations you want in the future packs or as a standalone animation.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But you're also doing that other Patreon with the other sim animators. Can you tell us about that one?
Yeah, the group is called With the Animators. Basically, it's just a bunch of us who make animations for the Sims games, and we all get along really well. And we basically have the choice if we want to release exclusives or free animations. Exclusives, if you help donate to the group, will go towards everyone. So we all get a little piece of that.
Okay. And who is all in your group, and what games do you guys usually animate?
Well, in our group, we have the only exception, Ali. She does Sims 2. We also have Ethereal Dwarf. He does Sims 3. We have Sweet Simmer, who does Sims 3 and 4. And we have What the Sims D, who does Sims 4.
Those are all really like other big animators in the sim community, which is pretty cool that you're a part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are all finally teaming up and getting together. I think it's been way long overdue, if you ask me, because like you always have like a lot of animators that kind of like they make stuff and then they kind of disappear and like only drop stuff like every once every 6 months or something. So it's good to see you guys all being together, kind of hopefully supporting each other along the way. And then, Mo, do you want to start with your questions for him?
Oh yeah. If I can find my questions. All right. What are some tips for a newcomer who wants to learn how to create animations for Sims or 4? Because I'm not sure if there's a difference between the two.
Not really. There's not really a big difference.
Okay,
It's
so
just animation in general. If you know animation in general, you can apply it to all the games essentially.
okay,
And some tips I would have for newcomers is to study real life animations, use references. I actually don't follow these myself because I'm lazy, but
right.
just being able to see the that and practice helps a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I can definitely attest for that.
Okay, all right. Good advice. Good advice. My second question is, what was the most difficult animation you have created thus far?
This animation was from a really long time ago, but I have sent.
I think
It
it
was-
cut out there.
Oh well, it was an animation. Since then, I have lost the file, so I don't know where it is. I have no access to it, and it was never released, so it's not out there or anything. But it was a sim drowning another sim in a pool, and it was based off of Yandere Simulator, the pool drowning scene that was rumored to be coming out. And that was very annoying to deal with, and it was
So how long did it take? Like, did you ever complete it? at least?
No, I
or
never
partial?
did. I
Well,
believe it took over 16 hours and it was never finished.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
Oh,
16 hours.
Ah.
what a waste.
Yeah.
And then you lost the file too at that. So yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
Okay. And my last question is, do you like the content that you've created? Meaning, are you satisfied with the work that you have created so far?
I'm happy with it in the sense that it brings me a sense of joy.
Okay. That's awesome because I'm pretty sure, a lot of people enjoy your work as far as the highest bidder, Jennifer. So you should be really proud of yourself. And I like your work as well. So you're awesome, dude.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But as far as being satisfied, I feel like there's always room for improvement no matter what.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Mhm.
For
Yep.
sure.
Awesome. So that's all my questions I have for you. Thank you.
All right. Pix, what's your questions for?
Well, since Jen stole some of mine,
I
Um,
did.
Yeah, just steal Jen's back.
I thought she
yeah.
was reading from the sheet.
Actually, I didn't know that was her questions. I just thought of them off the top of my head. I was looking for my questions. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Hon. Don't worry about it. I'm just messing with you. Anyways, do you take requests or you prefer to do whatever inspires you?
I do both. I prefer to do what inspires me because then you're enjoying the work you're doing and you're passionate about it. But I also like taking requests because I like being able to give directors what they need because it helps them out. Because animating isn't just about me, it's about the Sims community as a whole and the machinima community.
That's what I'm talking about.
And besides,
Yes.
besides doing talking or fighting and those type of animations, are you ever gonna do like other types of animations like dancing?
Honestly,
I
I have not done a dance animation.
Now, are you talking
There,
about road dancing or MMD? Pix?
No, the dancing animations that they be doing that I be seeing.
if we're talking dancing in terms of like actual choreography things, if I were to use a reference video, I could if I really wanted to, but I would much rather
You're breaking up at the
the talking and the walking and sitting and all the mundane things you yourself being like, hey, I actually need this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I really don't have much questions. They were already asked.
Penny, what do you got?
Oh my god, I had so many questions, so I had to narrow them down. So, just because I'm a huge fan, so I've been following, like everybody else, following your animations. So, my first question, what got you into making animations for the Sims games?
But initially, what got me into animating in general was Yandere Simulator. The developer of the game was looking for volunteer work, and I looked at the list and I saw animator and I thought, hey, that's something I could do. So I started learning with the Sims 3 rigs because I only had Sims 3 at the time, but I was also really into the Sims game and I always admired machinima, so it was just kind of the starting point.
Okay. And what do you love about making animations and what do you dislike about making animations?
I love being able to see it come to life in the end result. Getting there is not so fun, but seeing the end is great to me, and being able to see how people use it in their machinimas and how creative they can get with it is really inspiring.
Yeah.
As far as what I don't love about it is when people use really old ones. Please stop.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And I know you only make Sim 4 animations. Are you going to be doing for Sims 2 and 3 possibly animations for those as well?
Yeah, I've announced in the WTA announcement video that I will be moving to Sims 3 animations in the future. As far as Sims 2 goes, the rigging system is completely different, so I'm not sure if I will, but if there ever comes a point in time where it becomes easier to make animations for Sims 2, then I will.
Okay. And my final question. And I know I've seen your stream, and I know you watch other Sim series. How do you feel when you watch like director Sim series with your animations in them? Like, can you, like, when you're watching them, can you say, "Oh wow, that's my animation"? And then how do you feel about seeing them?
When it comes to seeing them, I usually can identify creators if I know them. For example, Ideal Sims 4, I can normally tell when her animations are used because we've known each other for a long time and I've seen her animations quite a lot. And so of course I know what they look like. It's kind of ingrained in my brain.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to her? Is she not animating no more?
She has a kid now, so she has to look after the kid.
Oh, okay. I understand. Yeah, stuff getting away.
So is she like kind of one of your like mentors, like someone that you look up to for animations?
Yeah, definitely. I would say she was one of the people that have taught me some of the things I didn't know.
Oh.
Yeah, as well as a mentor, we kind of knew each other on a deeper level, I guess. So we were friends in a way, and we understood each other's struggles. So having someone who was there who was be able to teach you, but also be a friend, was kind of a big influence in how long I've stayed in the Sims community.
Yeah, and we're glad that you're. I mean, I know you stepped back for a little bit, but we're extremely happy that you're back.
I can't hear you. You're cutting out.
Oh, am I? Oh, sorry.
She said they we're happy that you're back. We know you stepped out for a minute, but we're really happy that you're back.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
Now you can make. Now I have a request. I need you to. No, I'm just playing.
All right. Moving on to the next question. Is there any? Obviously, I know many of you stream a lot. We watch stuff, but for the audience out there and for people to know, is there any current series and new series that you watch at the moment?
Currently, I find myself watching the Hood Chronicles. Lou,
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you
that
and
was
I are
cool.
watching that. To me, it's a really interesting story, even though it's just admirable to me because they don't have a great frame rate. Their game doesn't look amazing, but they still have a good storytelling to me.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of people kind of panic at that when they're like saying they're sharing their cinema, but the first thing they always say is, well, it doesn't look like good, so please forgive me, or blah blah blah. It's like if the story is really good, your frame rate really isn't gonna matter. Because I've seen people with 60 FPS or even 120 sometimes with the reset, of course. And they have that, but they have a shit storyline, so it like doesn't matter. So, everybody out there, just don't focus on the frame rate. It's not even the most important part.
Yeah, it's mostly about the story.
Another one of creators I'm watching is Serendipita. I don't know how to say her name.
Oh, Serendipita. Tina? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's amazing. I love her.
Her Invisible series.
Yeah,
that was mind blowing to me. I love it. Can't wait for her. She sent me a little teaser.
Yeah, she's incredible. I really enjoyed watching that first episode. I was really hooked.
Oh yeah, and all the interesting camera angles. Machinima masterpiece.
Yeah, I mean the coloring in that series is really good as well. That's, I think, the one thing that I love about it is the coloring in it.
As for other people, I try to watch a bunch of other people whenever I can, but I am a bit busy in my actual life, so I don't have as much time as I wish I could dedicate towards watching people's series.
I forgot to say Pixie's Judas Curse we watched on stream.
Oh yeah. I gotta watch more of that.
Oh my.
Is there any upcoming projects from other summers or from yourself that you're really excited?
Mind blanking.
Just upcoming projects in general. I mean, it can mean a show episode,
yeah.
or just like mod or something?
This is more for animators, but there is someone on Lover's Lab who is making a rig that has physics, and it has like fat that molds like real fat, and it was very interesting to me. So I was just thinking that would be good for making the Sims game look more realistic, because at the moment animations, they don't really look too human-like because there's a lot of clipping, and when you sit down, your thighs are supposed to get bigger, but they don't, and they just clip through the bed.
I'm sorry, you cut out. You said there was nothing others at the moment.
Yeah, there's nothing else that comes into mind at the moment, but I'm sure if you asked me some other time, I'd probably say something else.
Yeah, speaking on the Lovers Lab, I know you usually don't make the sex animations or anything, but I noticed a lot of other people started as regular animators that were animating regular stuff for Sims kind of have gone over there too. Do you plan to make a jump over there half the time, or are you going to stick with YouTube releasing animations clean?
I'm going to stick with the YouTube animations, but in the past, Ideal, Simmer, and I have thought about doing that. Yeah, we
You
had
know
a
who's-
plan.
Who's your favorite, if you follow them deep little or anything, who's your favorite Lovers Lab animator?
I don't know any of their names.
Era for me. That boy can animate.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw his
Definitely.
animations. They're really good. They're getting.
He made a new one. He made a new one.
He do a lot of
Girl, he made a new one. And
I
oh my
seen
god.
it.
Oh yeah, it's out the chain. I was
He
like,
do
I
a
got
lot of
to get-
woo.
Yes,
Pixel,
it's
I'm
so-
surprised you ain't on it, girl.
Oh, who said I wasn't?
Yeah,
Should be
shout
hit me
out
up.
to Lovers Lab. I got my videos flagged because of them, but it's all good.
I haven't been on top of it because I haven't been, doing any agendas at the moment. But once I get it going, it's a different story.
All right.
I
Jen,
remember.
did you have? Sorry.
I remember once for a previous series, I was filming a sex scene in it, and I ultimately decided not to include it, but I did some close-up shots of the character's face after they had come all over their face, and I forgot to thing them. Oops.
Jen, any other questions you got for Alec?
Pin? Me?
Who, me?
No, pen. It goes bottom up. You're nuts.
But you didn't even know if I was done or not.
I asked if you were done before. I just switch on to me.
You about to kick your ass, Luke?
Ooh.
Yeah,
All right,
Lou
Penny,
asked
you
me
got any
jumping
more?
off the roof.
No, I'm good.
Oh my god. Moving on.
That's my dog.
All right, so moving on here. As we all know, a couple of packs, one pack has been released, the Machino, whatever the hell it's called, Machino stuff pack. Anybody get that? Does anybody even give a shit about
I really do not.
Yeah, the
give-
designer brand one.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, I'm probably gonna get it, but I'm not excited about it.
Hey kids, let's market designer clothes to kids. Why not?
I know, right?
I'm just saying, they couldn't do no AND1 or some Nike Jordan brand or some shit. They had to do whatever the hell it's called.
Okay, just being honest here, it's completely, if not better.
You fed it out there. The Discord might make you fade it out a couple times, so if we have to repeat something, just go ahead and do it. In the editing, it'll be.
Just don't expect me to remember what I said.
All right, but moving on to the real and the better development that's coming out later. Sims 4 has released a trailer for Realm of Magic. Anybody excited about
Realm of
that?
Magic, I'm so excited!
I'm
September 10th.
somewhat
I'm counting
excited.
the days. I am so excited. I've been waiting for this pack because I remember when we had Sims 2 and we had Making Magic. I was just hooked on that one. I am so excited for this one.
My son died, Malcolm.
Making magic is the new Wicked Whims.
But yeah, for those that don't know what that is, it will be a expansion dealing with the more supernatural side of the Sims. If anybody's
More
played Making Magic,
witches.
yeah, more if you played Making Magic or Supernatural, or they said they're gonna have a little bit of elements from the Sims 2 apartment life. If people remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good. It's released on September 10th, 2019 for PC, and October 15th for console users that play Xbox and PS4.
Nah, bro. I'll pass.
So, a little bit overview of the game. Basically, you get to discover the neighborhood, which I guess is going to be through a secret portal. And so there's going to be kind of mystical discoveries at every turn. And you can interact with familiars that are creatures that you can summon and cast spells on Sims around you. Which makes me heavily believe that EA pays attention to these machinimals, because so many people are coming out with the witch stuff now. It's kind of weird how they just drop this as soon as like a lot of the trailers come
They're
out.
just ripping me off.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So I'm really thinking they're starting to kind of pay attention now to the director side of things, because
They only pay attention when it's convenient, though, because it's gonna make them money and they know it. So that's why they do it.
Oh well, they should pay attention to the college series so they can give us college already. But you know,
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that we're gonna get. While I was watching the trailer, I don't know if everybody has seen it. I see at the end where he flies off on a broom, and I'm thinking, great, we got flying brooms before we got cars.
Right.
I was just shocked. So now it's
Right?
like we're gonna get on a broom to go somewhere else, but we still can't get a freaking car to go somewhere else. So I mean,
Just green screen it.
yeah, I mean, majority of us
Yeah.
as directors, that's what we do with the cars. But
Yeah.
I mean, for even then, even if I do have my moments where I want to play the game, I would like to have a car. I mean, it's just something that I'd like to have.
yeah, we'll definitely.
It will make filming much easier, honestly. Like, yeah, okay, we can green screen, but it will make filming a little more easier because there's one less thing to edit, one less thing to do. But oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I definitely understand where you guys are coming from. So far, the gameplay that's been confirmed for the game, your Sim's going to be able to study on teachings, and they get trained by sorceress experts. So you can become a spellcaster and complete quests that they're going to have in the game. You have to get to collect spells, and you can actually duel with other sorcerers. So that's going to be fun. I think that's going to help a lot of, especially everybody that's making the supernatural witch stuff. And
that was probably one of the things I was most excited about. Something that I want to work on in the future, but the fact that they can duel and then you just see them fighting and back and forth, I thought that's probably the most exciting thing I saw in the trailer.
yeah, especially the letting spell with the telekinesis, I think that's going to help out a lot, because you can use that for so many scenes.
Yeah.
Your Sim's also going to be able to conjure up food. If everybody remembers the apples from the third one, I believe, you could conjure the apples to eat. And creating drinkable potions to fall in love and remove unwanted curse. So that annoying zombie thing that's happening, I guess the potions will help with that.
Will there
And you
be
can
a
also
spell for us to poof cars?
there's to turn other into objects, but I don't know if cars is going to be one of them. I don't know if you can choose.
I'm just still shocked about that we're having the broom before cars.
You know what I'm shocked about? Some Sora is becoming story mode lately.
Yeah, they are. They do seem like they're switching the mission of the game now. You
Sims
can also,
is supposed to be a life simulation game.
I mean, stories make up life too, technically speaking.
But those weird quests.
Alright.
I'm like,
Oh man.
I'm sure you'll be able to opt out of it, just like in cast when you're doing
Yeah, I think
the
they
story
mentioned
mode.
before that you could.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can opt out of it. So I think they're just doing it for people that like the story mode aspect of a game, you know. But I really don't care much about the story mode. But yeah, I think that's just for those that want to do it. And if you don't, you can. I think they'll probably give you the ability to opt out of it.
Yeah, I'm just literally excited about the animations in the game. That's about it. I don't really care for
The animation
Yeah,
looks pretty
because
cool.
I think it was explained that the whole magic thing happens as you go through the magic portal and whatnot, but if you ignore it, then that doesn't really happen. So from what I hear, this game pack will come with 2 worlds and a lot of stuff. So half the price, baby.
And also, you're going to be able to summon an ethereal familiar or a protector, and that's pretty much going to help your son become a spellcaster they were destined to be. You're going to be able to summon dragons, fairies, or anything that kind of suits your Sim's personality.
That's a bit of
the
a
interview,
stretch, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think they want a little Game of Thrones /
It's kind of like
fantasy.
almost like a Harry Potter for Sims, if you really think about it. I mean, when I was watching the trailer, my first thought was Harry Potter with the brooms and the magic and the potions and stuff like that. So it feels kind of like, I mean, I don't know if anyone's ever played a Harry Potter game. It's kind of almost going into that with spells and all that stuff.
It's the Quidditch game count.
I am looking forward to seeing the world, you know, looking at the world and see what can be done out of it. I'm just looking at it as, you know, a machinima director point of view. I'm looking forward to seeing the world and what can be done.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 worlds. The first one's gonna be called Glimmerbrook, and that's gonna be the more residential, mountainous kind of world. And then the portal is supposed to take it to a separate world. It's gonna be the Magic Realm, which is like a floating type world, and it's gonna be where most of the magic NPCs live. So I kind of like the idea of a floating world. I think that's gonna kind of separate from the same old cities people build on. Now some people can make it look different, like building the cities and all that with like their machinimas and let's plays and all that.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was looking forward to as well. Like being us that are directors, I thought, okay, once we get those worlds and we can custom content it to something that we like and then filming it, I think that would look really, really awesome because it's going to be something different than your typical island or beach and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mo or Jen, y'all excited about this? Quiet.
No, not really.
I'm
I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest.
All right.
I mean,
What
I
about
get
you,
in
Jen?
where I fit in, you know.
Jen, you feel the same
I'm
way?
just listening.
Bitch, you sound like he's sleeping.
I'm excited.
I ain't too thrilled like I was with Alan, but I mean, hey, to each his own, I guess. I mean, our witches flying on brooms. I know that's y'all thing or whatever, but I'll get it for the world. That's what I get it for.
Yeah,
But
yeah, the world.
You gonna be excited? Iris is gonna be cooking out a cold in there.
I'm excited for Iris. I get to play that part. I'm excited for that. But as far as me, myself, as a machinima director, I don't know how it's gonna fit into what I do.
Right.
But I might step out my box and try something different. You know, you never know. But like I say, I get it for the worlds. You know, different worlds.
Yeah.
It's true. And then also the Sim Gurus were doing a Q&A on the ROM. I thought I'd go over just kind of the important ones that kind of stuck out that people might have. Basically, they've already confirmed you can't play as a fairy. They're not letting you make fairies this year. I don't know why. But
Dumb
they took that out.
fuckers. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
You know what? That would have been nice if they could have did the fairy, because I would have did my Stardust.
Right.
Yes, I remember.
Remember I did all the Stardust thing? It was so bomb.com, you know?
It was. It really was.
Right. And another one, they said if you own the dogs or cats and dogs expansion, you can actually designate them as your familiar, like protector type pets. I don't know if that's gonna change their whole appearance to make them look more like ferocious, I guess. Not really sure what they're doing with that, but they said it's
I
a
think I
special
heard something about that they have like some sparklies or something around them. Something like that.
like an aura or something.
Yeah.
Like a shiny.
What?
I mean, for those that don't play Pokemon like me a lot, I play every day. You can get Pokemons that are shinies. So I'm assuming when they say familiar, they're gonna look. I'm just envisioning that like a little dog or a cat that's gonna have little shiny flitters around them. That's just me.
Yeah.
Okay, so overall, going up the list here, getting it day one, A1, or waiting?
I'm buying it. I've already counting down the days, and I'm waiting. I don't know if I went on Origin, so I haven't seen it ready for pre-order. But as soon as it's up, I'm gonna pre-order it.
They just said fuck y'all cars.
Not only cars
and university.
I'm still waiting for freaking university,
Me too.
man.
I mean, I'm surprised on that. I thought we would get university before Magic, but I guess.
Yeah. I'm still waiting on freaking university.
Nah, I think we get Magic because it's Halloween about to come up too, so that's probably why.
Yeah, I can see that.
What they should have done is release University in September and then done Magic like in October and then had like back to back. But that's just
right. Tell them, Penny. Tell them.
I'm gonna send him a letter right now.
Okay, just don't go left, girl. Tell them, girl, just don't go left.
Right.
But yeah, if you want to see the gameplay, like the actual gameplay to the game, in case you change your mind, Mulligan, they're doing a live stream set on September 6th. Don't know exactly what time they're doing it, but it will be on that day. So if you wanted to watch the replay on Twitch or something like that.
Could you make a note of that in the group somewhere or something?
Yeah, I'll post the live stream
Reminder.
as it's going on. And
Okay.
you can watch on your phone if you're not welcome.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Also, I don't know if you guys have probably already know it's logging in, but for those that haven't, there's a sale going on with most of the Sims games are 50% off. The sale is going on until August 29th.
Okay, what game?
All the Sims are on.
I need to check and see what I ain't got.
Well, Island, I don't know if you have that already, but
I
that's
got
25%.
Okay.
Cats and Dogs and Seasons, I know we're 50% off. I got those seasons from that.
Okay, I got all of that. Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, it's something I ain't got. The Pirates. I don't think I got Pirates.
Isn't that the kids? No, the playground.
I was like, what the hell's the pirate pack?
Is it?
I think it's the kids' fun stuff. With the pirate.
Oh, I thought she was talking about we got a pirate pack, like an actual pirate.
No, not a pirate pack. It's one of them expansion packs with the pirate or something. I don't know.
I have no clue. I haven't seen pirates in the game.
Well, I'm sleep deprived. Damn it, shit. Okay.
Picking up bags.
All right. And for Sim Guru Force has also teased that there's the 5th anniversary will be on September 2nd, so he's thinking of releasing some stuff. I don't know what it is. Some gurus never really have impressed me, so I don't care for whatever it is. Anyone else curious to know what that is?
Unless they're
It better be fucking cars.
That's what I'm saying. Cars.
Okay, we need to drive some cars
Cars,
up a lot.
motorcycles,
Okay.
buses,
Bicycles,
taxis,
tricycles,
Yes.
that shit.
skateboards, anything on wheels we want.
Mopeds, give me something.
Right.
All right. Well, there you go, Sim Gurus. If you want to make us happy, give us our goddamn cars.
Automobiles, damn it.
For 5 years, no cars. Come on now. Alec, what do you want to see? Is there something you want to see in the
He's like, whatever.
like, I'm an animator, I don't care.
No, it's just that everybody was talking at once and I just started staring at the walls.
Now, if you ever want to say something, just go ahead and talk over us. We're all used
There
to
you
it.
go. Just bump us out.
You just
Just jump in. It's like double dutch.
Okay, in that case, better machinima tools. It fucking sucks. I hate it.
Right, like the GTA Rockstar editor, right?
Even just being able to, this would be too complicated for Sims, but in Blender you can keyframe the camera. Some point like that, it's a start.
Yeah, you said EA can't do it. They can. They're $1 billion company. They just don't.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, their village on each.
Oh yeah, what happened to that?
I know.
Like, it doesn't make sense.
So many features for us machinima directors in the game that we used to have access to with the other games. They took them out.
Mhm.
That's just so fucking disappointing. Like, I can't.
If EA tells you they can't do something, they probably can and just don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're known for.
But I remember when I remember when The Sims 2 came out. And when the Sims 2 came out, I remember that their focus was just the gameplay, but they were so excited about the fact that we were able to create stories and create machinimas and do this. They were so focused on that for us machinima directors, and they did it with the Sims 3 as well. And then I don't know what the hell happened. Sims 4 came out and they took out all those features that they started with from jump. They just took it out. And fuck the machinima directors. Fuck them. They don't matter. You know?
The reason
They're
is-
focused on the Let's
Yeah.
players.
They concentrate more on the role playing ones. I mean, like
Oh, yeah.
Well,
them,
I think
for
they-
them.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. I think they concentrate more on what makes them more profit. Machinima directors won't really make them any profit.
Not like we
But-
used to.
No.
No, but say take a machinima director, for example, one of the more popular ones that is more well known. And take a Sims Let's Player who throws in stories there, but it's not really a machinima. And
Mhm.
they're also popular. The YouTuber has more influence than the machinima director, and that's just how it is, unfortunately. And they see the influence of the YouTubers pulling more than the machinima directors, because it brings in a lot of young fans, so they have to market it towards teens, young adults. So it's not really meant for everyone now, it's just
Yeah.
the other side. The younger side, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting more into the whole role play now and bringing in all those objects and stuff for people to make their storyline than us being able to create our stories and series on the game.
But that's alright. They can suck it, because I still find my way to tell my story. They ain't gonna stop me from telling my story. Y'all seen it. So
Right.
Tell them stories, girl. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's obviously.
kicking ass.
Well, I mean, it's obviously noticeable now that they're paying attention. Like, you see the content they're releasing when it was like in some of these machinima like months earlier. So it's like, I know somebody in the company is actually watching the machinimas, but yeah, I just kind of think it's fucked up because then they're just releasing it to the Let's Players and then they get popular off it, and yeah.
yeah.
Find it very upsetting that machinima artists are not seen more than Let's Players, because to me what they do is more respectable and a lot more effort goes into what they do.
Yeah, I mean, like a role
Exactly.
player. I mean, not that I'm trying to talk bad about them. They sit, they play, and they talk about the game, and they narrate their stories. And I mean, for them to edit it, I mean, they can do that. By the other ones I've been seeing online, they edit that within a day or two. Us that do our machinima, it takes us weeks,
Hours.
days, weeks, months. You know,
Sometimes a month.
it takes us a lot of our time, all this effort, and then they just think of it, oh yeah, they just do that, whatever, and they rather have like a role player. Those are the ones that they invite to their community and their events, but they don't invite machinima directors.
Yeah,
I
no.
honestly feel that
Community
what
is
we
dying.
do,
Yeah.
I honestly feel that what we do as machinima directors, what we do, I consider it an art. Why? Because we're not just, okay, setting the sim up, we're making them do certain scenes or whatever, and this and that. A lot goes into it, story writing, film editing, voicing, music. Like, a lot goes into creating a machinima. It takes a lot than just sitting there and just playing a game and you're over here telling the story of what your sim supposedly is doing. Okay, fine, whatever. You know, but when you're doing machinimas, it just takes a lot more. You're putting a lot more into it. And I just feel that what we do is an art, and we should be, everyone that does it should be recognized for that, you know?
I agree.
Invite me to Sims camp, dumber.
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice if they would invite like sim directors and just ask for their input. Okay, we know that you use the game for this. What feature can we add to it to make your filming better or easier or something? Because they keep sometimes everything that we had in the Sims 2 and 3 we don't have in the Sims 4.
No, we don't.
Right.
They
Right.
took all that stuff out.
We need cars. Damn it.
University.
But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. For those that don't know, we talked about this on the podcast a while ago. Dylan Sims apparently has come back under a new name, the Sims Builder, and is now on Twitch as A Gaming Geek, and same thing with the Sims 4 gallery. For people who don't remember who that is the person who was a child predator and preyed on over 30 teenage boys, as reported, as an EA game changer.
Yeah.
And the fact that EA didn't do shit about it, and that one guru got fired or something, where she like left, and I'm just kind of wondering why EA is letting that person back in, or why they're gonna get clout again, like after they're sweeping
Oh,
the
she's
sun.
coming back?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
letting her come back.
The Sim Guru's coming back.
No, Dylan Sims is back. I don't know where the some guru
Wait,
is.
him?
Yeah,
The one that was requesting naked pics from other younger simmers.
yeah, over 30 as reported.
Wow.
I'm shocked that they're actually allowing him to come back. I mean, why would they want to draw all that attention to themselves?
They're gonna get a lot of backlash because of that.
Yeah, that's somebody that abused their power and manipulated.
They're gonna
boys.
get a lot of backlash because, you know, Sim Guru, she, you know, a lot of simmers said a lot of things about her because supposedly she didn't do nothing about it or whatever. And she's gone. She left the sim community. She quit, whatever you want to call it, or they forced her to step down or whatever the fuck it was, you know. And then here you are allowing this fool to come back. Wow, I am shocked. So
Yeah.
shocked.
And according to Aiden, who's pretty popular on Twitch, she said police barely did anything about it either. They didn't investigate him. They don't know if it was just different law works in the US or UK or some shit like that. But I don't know. Overall, I'm disappointed with it. But she's requested everybody to boycott him, block his shit, and yeah.
Well,
Don't promote bullying, but I don't like child predators either, so I wouldn't feel bad.
I don't feel bad at all either. So, you know, wow.
Mo, Jen, what you guys' thoughts? Alec, what you guys' thoughts on that?
That's crazy. No. She couldn't be here. Not in Florida. I'm sorry. Where's she from?
Why would they bring her back? Like,
Not her, him, the guy.
It's a guy.
Guy, they're bringing-
What him?
why would they bring him
What?
back?
Beats me.
No clue.
That it's was he? Nah, man. That's people got the game
That's a
twisted.
pedophile. They crazy.
Yeah.
This girl's fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna
Yeah.
get a lot of backlash because of that.
They need Jesus.
They
We
need
need
more
to
than
pray
Jesus.
tonight. We need to pray.
We sure do.
Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, earth as it's in heaven.
Yeah.
Okay,
As it
do you
is-
hear me?
Yeah,
Alex,
that's
do you have the Holy Spirit in you? I'm sorry, because we about to go to church right now.
Amen.
Sure.
Amen. Okay. my
Amen.
brother.
All right. That's all I had. Going into rants now. I know, Penny, you got a story to tell us. There's been kind of another problem kind of in the cinema community, and that's unreliable voice actors and actresses. Seems like a problem that's been coming up a lot. I've been seeing in some of the couple of Discord chats and all that. Penny, what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, well, I won't say any names or anything, but my incident was that I had a voice actor that was taking a delay. He or she was taking long, and I finally messaged them, and then they messaged me back and said that they were not feeling the role, and if they can probably change it up a bit after being already several episodes. We're already several episodes in the show. So I said, okay, change up the character. How can we change up this character? We can't. I mean, the character's personality has already been built. So I said, okay, I kind of just left it at that. I'm not one to do a lot of confrontation. So after thinking about it a while, I messaged them back and said, I know you're not feeling this character. I know that you want to change it up a bit, but me being the director and the writer, well, I mean, I don't want to say I'm the writer because this series is based on on a Korean show. I want to stay true to what we've already built. So I told them that you knew the character when you auditioned for the role. If you're not feeling it, then I might as well just replace you. So with that, I was just shocked because when you're auditioning for a show or a character, I mean, when you're auditioning for a character, then you already know what you're stepping into. And then once you read that first script, if that script you're not feeling it, at least say something by the first script and not just say 5 episodes later that, hey, you know what, I don't think this character's for me after I've already been 5 episodes in. So I was really upset about that. I mean, I'm not too upset. I got a awesome replacement, but just the fact that we've already started and just saying I'm just not feeling the role. I mean, why are you telling me so late?
Who was it? Who was it? So I can fuck them
Not
up.
saying names, but the nerve they had was after, they said what they said to you, then they come back and then they say, oh, can we do this? Can we do that? Because she's trying to make the character fit her more. No, it's not about fitting you more. It's, it's not about you. It's about the director and, the writer. You are supposed to suit her needs, not your needs. And that shit just irked the shit out of me.
I hope you don't think this about you. Don't make me start singing now.
I was really confused.
I'm gonna be quiet.
I was confused by the whole thing, and luckily I kind of reached out to another voice actress, and she's been like I said, I don't want to name names. She's a really big voice actress. So I just messaged her on the side on Discord and told her my situation. Because I had told Pix and I had told Lou, and I listened to their advice. But I wanted to get someone that was a major voice actor to see their input, and they said, really? Like, and she told me, us as voice actors, we know what we're stepping into.
Yep, static's kicking on. It's cutting it out.
Sorry. Am I better now? Hold on.
A lot of static behind it, though.
Or maybe it's because I was moving in my chair.
Don't move, damn it.
Okay. Anyways, so I messaged this voice actor. I told her my situation, and she just said, no, you either need to make the decision of just dropping her. I mean, normally as a voice actor, she says not a voice actor wants to be dropped, but from her point of view of being a voice actor, just drop her. She said drop her because it's not right for them to want to just do a change. You're the writer, you're the director.
This is your shit.
This is your thing. They're choosing to be a part of your series, and if they didn't like it when they first started, then they shouldn't have auditioned in the first place. So
and the fact that she tried to change it, that's fucked up.
I mean,
because now you're trying to tell me trying to change my character. Like, come on now.
They didn't want to change the character, but they wanted to change the sound of the character. And I can't change the sound of the character because the way the character sounds is what they are. I mean, when we're watching a series, the voice. I mean, we rely on vision and sound, and the sound is what brings that character to life. At least to me, that's how I see it.
Well, changing anything about the character is changing the character, because now you're taking away, you know, the character that you've written. You want her to sound a certain way. You want her to be a certain way. And the fact that she tried to change something about your character is changing it.
Yeah.
You know, and you weren't supposed, you, as an actor, as a voice actress, and as a voice actor, and you are voicing somebody else's role in their project, you have no right to change anything, because it's not your project. It's somebody else's. If you choose to be a part of that person's project, then you're agreeing to voice the way the director, the writer wants you to voice this character. If you cannot achieve that, then you should not be auditioning for that character. Look for roles that you feel that you are comfortable with and that you see yourself playing. If you are not comfortable with it, then you shouldn't be auditioning for it in the first place. She knew what she was getting into. And she still went ahead and did it. And then not only that, she wasted your time. What, 4, 5 episodes in? 3? You know?
Yeah,
and then
I was
that's what I'm saying.
And that's the thing, is that when they audition, the way they sounded was the reason why I picked them, because I had at least 2 or 3 people that did really good, but that voice was different, and I said that's it, that's the voice. When I could have gone with someone that I knew was going to be reliable, but then, I mean, I didn't know this person when I first met them, so I was just like, okay. And it's hard, because when you get a voice actor, when they audition for your series, you don't know, when you don't know them, like, I know we all kind of do our own machinima here as a group, but when you don't know them, we go and step into that risk. Are they going to commit to stay with us, or are they not going to commit to stay with us? And that was one thing I kind of had to learn, because I mean, I've never really had this situation happen to me. Mostly it's just,
Penny, your voice, you're fighting all over and over.
And I'm trying not to move.
I think it might be your headset. You might have to plug it back on,
Okay.
like unplug and plug it back on.
I'm not upset about it, because my replacement did a really good job, so I'm not mad about it.
Awesome. Alec, you ready to deal with that when you did with the directing thing? Dealing with voice actors and actresses? Diva.
No, I am not ready.
My advice to give you as a director, especially that you're trying to get into this, when you're trying to voice somebody, make sure you let them know this is what you're looking for, this is what you need, this is what you require, so they know ahead of time, you know, what they're getting into. Because then, like that, they won't turn around and try to do what was being done to Penny, which I'm sure she explained to her and told her the role that she was getting into, but you know, just in case.
So for that, I like to include, like, if the character is particularly horrible, at one point I mention it, and if they say questionable things, I will include that in the audition line, so they know, hey, this is what the character says sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean, and my series is not like rated bad or
Penny,
Breaking
Penny's
up,
doing it.
yeah, and it's not my mic, it's my internet. My internet's kind of acting up, because I can see that it's going red and then green and red and green.
But yeah, like I said, I've been a victim. I've had it too, where so people that just quit like right in the middle of production. Like I don't understand that. So fuck everybody in the past that quit my shit. Still going strong. But yeah, like also, if you guys are gonna audition for the stuff, make sure you actually read the description of the character that you're getting into. Don't just go off of the casting call video where it just says the traits and personality and that's it. Like,
and sometimes they don't even do that. Sometimes because it's a lead role, they want to audition for it because it's the lead character. No type of character or whatever, whether it's lead or you know, or minor or supporting, no role is too small. Each role is
Both
big.
characters matter, yeah.
So
Yeah.
each role plays a dynamic in the story. Each role is important because each role will take you to one scene to the next, you know. So I just hate when they just want to audition and they only care about wanting to have the lead role. I've been through that. This is why I only stick with certain amount of people their voices in my series. Because I've had people audition for my stuff and they're only interested in my characters. They don't want to do the extra roles or the minor roles or whatever, and this and that, and that's just, it irks me, when people just only care about the big characters. Each character is important.
All right.
Yeah, I feel that because in my upcoming machinima, there are some characters who are classified as minor because they don't appear in episodes often. However, they actually influence the plot in a major way. So it's just kind of like saying they're not important is kind of stupid because they directly affect everything else that's going on, even if they're not there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, the first thing I always was put adult content will be in the machinima just so I don't, get the I don't know the appropriate way to say for it. Let's just say they're really nice people that don't cuss.
Yeah. Nice people. But it's real easy to audition for you, Lou, because we just say we want to be in your series and we're in your series.
Hey Lou, I want to be in your series. Give me a position.
I mean, when I was like telling Lou, I want to be in Vamps, and he sent me like a character, and I sent him an audition. I didn't even know I got the part until he sent me the script, and I was like, oh, you didn't even let me know I got the part. You just said True the Light.
Yeah, because it was minor, and then I was like, you know what, this character can work. I can make her bigger in the plot than what she was. So that's how that came about. But yeah, I'm like I said, I'm always writing character because I always get emails all the time. People like, I want to do the character. I want to do. I'm like, well, making a character that's gonna, what's the word? Expand out the plot even more. So it's like I got to get my plot together before I can just drop somebody else. Because I know with a lot of machinimas I see, they try to like just make like a factory of characters just coming out one by one, and I'm trying not to fall in that habit because it makes the writing more difficult to stay on the plot if you're just writing more characters. But I'm doing it slowly but surely, like I said.
I think like when I do mine, I try not to have like such a big. I mean, I'll have my minor roles, but I try not to make it as big.
Like Judas Kiss, it's I have a big cast, and thank God for some reason, I don't know how I'm doing it, but I have like 30 characters. So how I'm doing it, I have no idea.
30?
But, yeah.
Can
but
you
they
lend me
don't.
some of them?
But they don't all come out at once in an episode. Like I said, these are lead, minor, supporting, extras and things like that. They just come throughout each episode. But overall, as a whole, in like the whole series, I have a total of 30 characters. So yeah.
And when are we seeing that next episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, killing me. But it's coming, damn it, it's coming. When, I don't know, but it's coming. I'm trying to get it out before October, okay?
Okay.
So September the release date. Got it. Well.
Well, I'm trying to get episode 4 out before October because I have a Halloween special that I want to do for it in October, so I need episode 4 to be out before then. So yeah, it's 2 of them in the works.
Awesome.
So that was all I had on the rants. Alec, you had any rants just on voice acting or actresses in general?
Oh boy.
Let's say what's on your mind. It's open.
This isn't about voice acting in particular, so we can skip it.
Oh, you got any rants about some? Any rant will work.
Yeah. So there was this person. I won't name them. I'm not going to expose them. That's rude, and I don't want people to give them hate comments because that's also rude. But
Okay.
over a social media site, we'll say, they started complaining about an animation group that was just made and about how said animation group stole their idea.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, yeah. So, the thing is, I've known, well, as you know, I'm talking about WTA, right?
Yeah.
I've known Dee for a while. She's what the Sims, if people don't know, but she's also a group leader, and she was talking to me when we first met, which, if I'm not correct, is a month or two ago.
Nope.
Yeah, she like mentioned before, I want to do an animation studio with animators. Like, okay, cool. And later, she's just like, hey. But anyways, that's beside the point. So they started ranting about how we copied their idea and everything. And of course, people from our group fired back, like defending us and whatnot and asking.
Oh, it Pixar sounds like us with the podcast. Remember that?
And they were saying the most absurd arguments. For example, one of them was, if I'm recalling correctly, if she was doing something similar to her, why didn't she tell her the idea of making an animation group? And here's the thing, I didn't know you had to tell someone when you were doing an idea. That's how you get people to steal your ideas, right?
Yep.
And the second thing is, she was saying some weird stuff about if it was before or something. Yeah, it was about if it was before, why didn't she say anything? Probably because, one, we didn't even know you were thinking of the idea, and two, you just weren't on our mind at all.
Right.
I don't know, it was a really bizarre thing to me to see someone, and she was talking about crying and breaking down and being so heartbroken over it. And from what I was told by the group members of WTA is that the group they made was for fan animations, not an animation group like we have. Basically what they do is they have their fans submit animations or something, and they pick it and showcase it or whatever.
Yeah, so what you guys do is different already, so what is that person complaining about?
Right? But they were talking about having a mental breakdown over something that, if we supposedly did before, then why didn't we say we were doing it?
That's what I understand. Like, I mean, I get it, we all have fun in our own ways, we all have our hobbies and shit, but I mean, I don't think that's big enough to break down over, you know? Like, there's been, I'm sure you've seen it, there's people that have copied, your animations, or ideas, and people that have copied our machinimas and ideas, but I don't think it's not worth having a mental breakdown over.
I don't know, she's just being dramatic. She needs to cut the shit out.
Yeah, just fucking get over it. I mean, it's like saying, oh my god, I do a Sim series, everybody's doing a Sim series, so what? I mean, everybody's doing their own thing in a slightly different way. I mean, it's like having several, like, burger joints. We have McDonald's, Burger King, you're gonna go with what you're in the mood for, and everybody should be allowed to do almost the same thing, but in their own way.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't imagine if two animators made idols. And there are other animators besides me who have made idols. For example, Black Cinema and Ideal have, and so does WTS, to name a few. But say those people also made idols, and I just suddenly outrageously said, oh, well, they copied my idea. It's a generic idea. It's not yours to copyright in the first place.
I mean, because I've seen those things, and everybody has their own different version. I mean, you can't just say you stole it. I mean, it's just a different version.
Exactly. I mean, unless you got, like, solid proof that it's, like, somebody just, like, straight up stole the idea. Like, for example, as I go back to our example, basically basically the podcasters have the same format as us, and that's all I'll say about that. But yeah, that's all I had on rant on that. Anyone else got anything they want to get off the chest of rant me?
No, I did my rant earlier.
All right.
That's my rant.
So we gonna do some dumb ass questions that sane people legitimately ask on the internet. Okay, so let me explain something to y'all, okay? Cause like sometimes you be on a computer, at home or you at school in class, and you in the library. I don't know where you be sitting at, but you be in the library or whatever, gonna use the library for example, and you on a computer, you typing, and you just happen to sit down at a computer somebody else was previously sitting there. And you pull up Google Chrome or whatever, and you browse and you typing in some shit. And you typing, and in the drop down window you typing in I'm typing how come, and in the drop down it says how come I'm dead. I'm like, what the fuck? How come I'm dead? It's like, what, bitch? This bitch asking what they look. How come I'm dead? Like, what the fuck going on? Like, why you looking up? How come you dead? Like, you just walked from the motherfucking computer. Well, why is you looking up why you dead? Like, come on. Okay, all right. What are the symptoms for dick cancer? What the fuck? Like, what the hell is these people looking up on a goddamn computer?
Well, yeah, turn them off.
I know, right? Me too. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's a big pot on just like that. Across for you.
What? Hold up. These are questions, dumb questions people be asking when they browsing on the computer. Like, don't act like y'all don't be knowing. Like, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for real? Come on. Like, really? I'm pretty sure you probably looking like, what's the biggest dick in America?
No, I don't care for that shit.
18 inches.
Really?
Oh, hell.
Really? You ain't from America, bro. Like, come on now.
Oh, exactly. I heard you guys can't measure up to the Caribbean.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, really? Let me
Yeah,
Google
I
that
want
shit. Let me type. Somebody pull up Google Chrome right now. Shit. Let's find out some shit right now. Okay, let's see. Go.
I'm not keeping this
Alright,
photo.
let's see. Why are these brooms standing up? Really? Jennifer, you looking for brooms, bitch?
That's the gravity thing. I remember that.
Bruno sweep my floor wet.
I need to be looking up why we ain't got no damn horoscopes. Because, like, I need to know what's going on with Pisces.
Right, and Cancer.
Okay, because I should have got me something in Jamaica.
You wanted to get that Jamaican meat.
That's smoky.
Yeah, I should have got me some. Ooh, who you telling, girl? Because he is such a cute ass. Okay, oh shit. Okay, I got another one. Don't you just hate it when your homie be dissing your girl and Google can't explain why? What the fuck? Now, ain't that some dumb shit?
Why would you look that up on Google?
But this the type of shit people be looking up, girl. That's crazy. Okay. Oh shit. Wait, hold up. I got another one for you. Here you go. My grandma takes her wig off when she's drunk. Okay, here you go. Let me explain it. Here you go. My grandma got drunk and said that she was going to go take a nap. But she been asleep for almost a week now. Should I be concerned?
Yeah.
She dead,
You
bitch.
Yeah.
okay? You would think. Oh shit! They got an update. Hold up. Here go the update. Thanks for the responses, but she's awake now. She's walking to the store to get more alcohol as I type.
What? She woke up after a week?
Yes, she woke. She's awake. She's walking to the store to get more alcohol as I type.
Comatose.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Ooh! And are you okay with that? Ooh, shit. Ooh, boy, grandma. Ooh, she was an alcoholic, honey.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hey, before we get off topic, what is next?
That's not
We're
off
doing another
topic.
problem.
That wasn't off topic. That's part of the plan, bruh.
No, he's got to go soon. We got to split this up.
Well, it's over, Hova. Go ahead, close the show.
Oh, closing to it. All right, well, you're at the bottom. You got to go first.
Why I gotta go first?
You're at
All
the
right.
bottom.
Thanks for listening to the show. Good night.
All right, Pexley, go next.
Well, I want.
Oh.
She kills me when she laughs. She's stuck. Trying to give her CPR.
Oh my god. Y'all crazy, man. Oh Lord, I needed that laugh. Yes, God. Okay, carry on.
Well, I want to say thanks, Alex, for coming to our podcast and, what the hell was that?
Oh my god.
Just mute your ass, damn it.
Okay.
I can't with her. All right. Yes. Thanks for being a part of this podcast. I know you've met a bunch of us who are just crazy as fuck. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure it was very different from whatever it is that you're used to. But again, thank you for being here. And also, I really don't have much to say. Like I was saying earlier, I'm still working on my series, so hopefully I'll give you guys an update soon. But
And Judas Kiss is coming out too.
Huh? I can't.
Kenny,
Did
go
I
ahead.
tell you to mute you?
Oh my God. Well,
Lord.
was really excited about this podcast, so I'm glad Alec was able to join us. Hopefully, we didn't scare him off that much that he'll come again.
I know, right?
So, as for me, I'm currently working on episode 4. Yeah, episode 4 of My First Kiss, and also another project that I've shared with Pix. So hopefully we can get that off going and maybe do a casting call. But we're still working at the kinks on it, so pretty excited about it.
She going out.
And that's it. Oh, and Marcel currently working on my website, so hopefully I'll get that out this week.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, let me start by saying his headphones just died because we took too long, so his Bluetooth is out. There's nothing. He's gonna record himself, so thanks for inviting to the podcast. So for Alec, when you listen to this, me not get this, me not understand, me apologize, me got off a long flight from the UK. So I'm sorry for all the stuff you just listened to. Yeah, my only closing statement is I'm working on Vamp, so it'll be out soon. That's it.
Oh, really?
Yay, Babs!
Really?
Yeah, I gave all the script.
He sent out the script.
Kenny, ain't nobody asked for your feedback. Shoot. Let me give my closing statement. Okay, so Alec, we really appreciate you, and I saw you start coming out of your shell more. You started talking and stuff like that, so that was really awesome. That means you got comfortable with us because we're a bunch of fools. So We appreciate we appreciate you coming. And again, I know I keep saying that I'm gonna put out episode 5, but I keep getting laid back with my role play stuff. So I don't know, you guys.
Get off it for the club.
What?
Oh, get off Instagram.
I know, right? I need you. You know what? And I am. Actually, I'm taking a break. Pixie knows this. I'm taking a break for my birthday. My birthday is September the 2nd. So I'm going to take a break all through the whole month of September. So that's when I'm going to get off Instagram completely, sign off, and I'm going to work on my machinima. So yeah, and I'm going to do it.
Yeah, because I really want to know what's going to happen when you're serious.
I know, and I keep leaving everybody in the dust. So I'm definitely going to get off Instagram for good. Not for good, but just for the whole month of September, and then get back to my machinima.
I just myself, she said, thanks. It was an interesting experience. I love being a part of the podcast. It was an honor. Now I need to go charge my headphones. Thanks.
And he should invite us to his stream.
You guys always are invited to the stream. I keep telling you
No,
all the
because he always
time.
has you talking, and it gets boring.
Oh, thanks. Wow. Wow. Oh, God, you started again. Everybody's looking at my room again. They're like, what the hell is It's a podcast.
Oh, I can't with y'all. I can't. I swear to God, every time we have a podcast, we be laughing, man. Y'all just... Oh, Lord. Y'all is crazy.
Alright, on that note, this is where we're gonna say everybody. Are you still recording, Fanny?
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to stop it?
Bye.
Everybody say
Bye.
bye. Oh.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?